We're headed to 3 different Oktoberfest events in the Huntsville area. One at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, one at the Redstone Arsenal, and one in Cullman, Alabama, which is about an hour from Huntsville. So, let's jump in. Prost! We're going to Oktoberfest. We're gonna be the only ones in costume.
Costume.
This is actually what he wears every single day.
Das ist mein normal Outfit, wenn wir 2 umstarten.
Our first Oktoberfest isn't really a fest, but more of a beer garden, and it was at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. What made this one special is that it's free admission after hours every Thursday in September and October. This is great because you get to see some of the main parts of the museum at no charge. I'm definitely learning a lot here, especially about German roots of some of the space programs. That's why you're in Huntsville, because of the German Foundation.
That's actually a real Apollo.
Oh, that's the real one?
That's a real one, yeah. That's a real rocket.
Well, so when it blasted off and then it fell down, and then
they never shot it up to the space.
To clear up my confusion, this is a real Saturn V rocket that was built for the Apollo program, specifically as a backup plan to ensure that rockets were available for the moon missions. But after the Apollo missions were scaled back, that particular rocket was never launched and is now preserved in this exhibit. This is Skylab, or at least what it looked like. It was America's first space station launched using one of the modified Saturn V rockets. This is the capsule of the successful Apollo 16 mission. You can see the wear and tear on this thing from returning back to Earth. Now let's get some food. Even though there was no cost admission, food was not free, although totally optional. Basically, you could choose between schnitzel or bratwurst, but it seemed a little too pricey. Now let's go see the air and spacecrafts outside. Ooh, well, there's a lot of stuff back here.
Yeah, we walked from the Saturn 1 to the 1B over all the way to the Saturn 5.
This is my only memory of this place as a kid.
If you have a good telescope, you can still see the module on the moon and also a lot of other stuff like the vehicle.
Why?
Because they are not able and was not designed to return to Earth.
So that's literally still on the moon?
Yeah.
Wow. I would get burned to a crisp if I stood under here. This is the grave of not only one of the first monkeys in space, but one of the first animals in space.
Not here.
You want a banana? Our next Oktoberfest is at the Redstone Arsenal. The entry cost was $15, but for an additional $10 you could get unlimited rides, and the whole event was cash only. Here's the fest hall, not presented by Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes, or BMW, but all-American Ford. Time to get some food and drink. Wow.
Sauerkraut, potatoes.
Oh, it came with a brötchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look like any brötchen I have in Germany. My biggest conflict with Oktoberfest season is definitely how much it overlaps with college football. It was great that they had TVs set up here. Blue is nice, but I think I'll be making an orange and white dirndl for next year. Enough mustard? The absolute best thing about the Redstone Oktoberfest was the King Guy's brass band. They were incredibly musically talented, but they also were so good at getting the crowd involved, especially compared to the other two Oktoberfests that we went to. This was about fast food and not very German, but had me cracking up.
I confused myself.
Hey, were you watching that lady out there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what happened.
That's what. Raise your glass high up in the air. Then keep it higher, higher, higher. There you go. Five. Come on, Huntsville, here we go. Tiki-taka, tiki-taka. Tiki-taka. Tiki-taka, tiki-taka. Three glasses and drink up. You know what made that last one so much louder?
Traditional German funnel cake. How do you say it in German?
I don't know.
Good times never seem so good.
While not technically in Huntsville, Cullman, Alabama is about an hour away. This event was also free admission.
The United States Space Force.
This town has a deep German heritage, so they like to go all out. We came on the first night, which was a Thursday, and I'll say the crowd was not quite at the weekend yet.
You got it! You got it!
The countdown, just like in Munich. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Yes.
There we go! The keg is tapped.
Ortsapft ist, Ortsapft ist.
There we go.
This felt like a scene out of a sitcom. Was haben wir?
Bratwurst und Currywurst und Pommes.
Wow. They had multiple keg tappings, which you could get free beer.
Den Platz größer für noch mehr Events.
Some weird looking dogs. Oh,
Oh, das ist ein Pferd. 2 Pferde.
Pferdeplatz.
Alles außer Hunde. Oh, noch mehr Pferde.
In the heck?
Oh.
Again, felt super random here. Not bad, just a little comedic. Some big dolls.
Contestants, are you ready? Wait. 3, 2, 1. Brat. Eat those brats right there.
I think some of these guys were in it for a free dinner and not necessarily to win.
You got it? You still have a little bit? All right. We got a winner right here! 3, 2, 1, Brat!
We're gonna get a little apple strudel for dessert. And what do you know? It's just another funnel cake, but with apples this time. I guess anything is German if you serve it on blue and white.
Mag sein, Gute. Es ist mehr Deutsch wie Deutschland.
Yeah. And with that, we wrap up our last Oktoberfest.